Welcome back to Project Worth the Wait, and we are standing in the kitchen. I'm standing right between two of the large islands we have here. One of them obviously for food prep, the other one to sit at. We do have the overhang on both sides, so this is more of a sit at eat table, breakfast table, whatever you want to call it, and also faces right into the living room with the TV, so you can actually sit here on your stool and eat, or you do your homework and have the TV on at the same time if necessary. We already spoke a little bit about this island right here that has the overhang where you can sit at and do homework, or you can eat your meals. Let's talk about what we don't see here. You'll see that this has the waterfall edge of this countertop. We don't see any outlets. Also, if you look on both sides, we have cabinet storage. Also, you don't see any outlets. What we do have up underneath are power strips, and we have a total on both sides of 24 different areas you can plug into. So obviously that works good if you're sitting here with a laptop, or if you want to plug in your phone to charge, etc. On this island, it's a little different. We don't have the overhang like on that one. And also on the sides, you'll notice the sides are finished cabinetry. One of the things here is we did not want to spoil the side of this cabinetry by putting in an outlet on the side of it. So what we did come up with is we have outlets inside the drawer. And we have these on both sides of each outlet, of each drawer. So that essentially gives the homeowner areas to plug in if they need to put an appliance up on the counter, a blender, or something to that effect. Essentially, these are GFCI protected outlets, so they do work the same way as a normal plug-in outlet that you see in the walls. And obviously you can close the drawer most of the way with just your cord hanging out so that you're not walking into an open drawer. So one thing we may have talked about before is the infamous triangle of your kitchen. If you can imagine, everything is centered off of your stove, your range, your kitchen hood. And if you can imagine the triangle, it goes to your sink, your dishwashers, also goes over to your refrigerators, your oven. So if you were overhead looking and you map this out, you would essentially end up with a big triangle. Follow me into this room right here, and essentially this part of the triangle, it kind of makes it almost a square, because now we are in another small kitchen. This is known as a prep kitchen, or also could be known as a dirty kitchen. A lot of meal prep and dirty dishes can be in this area, so that if you're entertaining guests in the main kitchen, you can keep your countertops clean of any food items, dishes, etc. So all of that stuff comes into this area. Well, right now I'm standing in the great room, which is right off of the kitchen. You'll notice that the fireplace sits reasonably low, which means we can hang the TV lower. Pretty much lower than a normal TV would be up on a wall. This is one request that the homeowner had, was they wanted their TVs low. So we had the fireplace designed the same height as the cabinetry on either side, so that all flows. We also have a nice wide fireplace that has the cannonballs instead of the typical log sets. And also we have the storage on both sides and shelving with the under LED lighting. And also what you don't see is we have hidden speakers behind the drywall. That is becoming a common thing in homes just lately. So I'm not able to turn on the sound right now, but this is actually a really good sounding system, and it's coming right out of this wall. Well, this project is almost to the finish line. We're just about to wrap this one up in the next few days or week or so, and homeowners are very excited. They're going to be moving in very shortly here. And thanks for joining us here at Worth the Wait. And I'm Mark with AFT Construction, and stay tuned for more content.